Hello, Seekers of Science. I'm Tamara Robertson, your co-founder, coming to you from the files of SOS with your tech fact. Okay, so we all know that oil spills are bad. They can ruin local drinking water, become a fire and explosion hazard, and are responsible for the damage and destruction of wildlife and habitats within and surrounding the spill. The Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, has found that man-made oil spills account for 10 to 25 million gallons of oil released annually in the US alone. That seems like a lot, right? Well, what if I told you that more than that enters the ocean naturally? That's right. The National Research Council has shown naturally occurring oil seeps can release up to 142 million gallons of oil each year. To put that into perspective, that's roughly 215 Olympic-sized swimming pools. So what is an oil seep? Think of them like freshwater springs, except instead of bringing water to the surface, they're bringing crude oil out through fractures in the sediment. This crude oil is formed from the decay of buried fossil remains that are transformed over millions of years through exposure to heat and pressure. Unlike a normal man-made spill, though, the seep oil can vary in surface appearance and extent depending on weather and sea conditions. For instance, some seep oil is sticky and thick, like tar, while others form dark fluid slicks like motor oil. Additionally, while the amount of oil in man-made spills is well known, the rate of release of seep oil varies over time, causing annual volumes to swing drastically. Luckily for researchers, though, the locations of seeps are consistent and predictable, with some being so persistent that they're featured on navigational charts. This consistency in location is how a team at the University of California, Santa Barbara, discovered that while some of the seep oil makes it to the surface, the vast majority is actually degraded by microbes, which consume most, but not all, of the compounds in the oil. Now, finding a microbe that eats oil seems like the holy grail for oil cleanup, right? Well, crude oil itself is a naturally occurring product and thus is inherently biodegradable. When consumed by oil-eating microbes, its byproducts are simply carbon dioxide and water. Additionally, researchers at Berkeley National Labs have found a way to speed up the process of oil degradation by using fertilizer like nitrogen and phosphorus. Sounds like the perfect answer, right? Well, not quite. Scientists have cautioned that bioremediation is only a partial solution. Microbes have shown to be best when used in sandy beaches or on rocky shores after the thickest oil has been removed by a secondary process. Additionally, there is a potential risk of damaging the water habitats if the species of microbe becomes invasive. So like any new technology or scientific solution, each potential oil-eating microbe will be put to the test by regulatory agencies, in this case the EPA, before approval to ensure the risk is mitigated. Good news is, over 20 species have already been green-lighted. Pretty cool, right? You can now see why we focused on the different types of oil spill cleanup technology which exists in SOS Issue 1. Make sure to check out seekersofscience.com and pick up your copy today. Until next time, citizen scientists, remember to always answer the call of those in need.